And welcome back. It's an outside event next. Let's quickly go over that weather forecast. It is about 65 degrees. Feels nice. We did feel a few little raindrops earlier, but I think we're A-OK this morning. High temperatures you're going to see in the 80s. Very nice. Partly cloudy skies, though. Tomorrow, that rain chance jumps up to 30%, and then Saturday, 20%. So everybody's just keeping their fingers crossed. Poor Zach's got a yard sale. We got to make sure it goes off without a hitch. Hitch, get that? Tractors, hitch. Got this down, Joseph. Pretty good. All right, if there's anything you need us to do, just email us. There's the rest of your forecast. You can email us at ztv@jamiecooper.com or text us 256-603-4848. All right, there's Kate on the tractor. Hey, Kate, that looks good on you, that green. Here you go, Joseph.
Well, good morning, guys. We are outside, and we're going to talk about a different kind of horsepower today. Who we got here with us, Jamie? Come on in here, guys. I got to get my guest over here.
By the way, let me do your segment first.
All right, go ahead.
This portion of the show brought to you by All-Star Plumbers, Eddie Pruitt Ford, and Brad Stovall. This is the Cruise-In segment outside on a Thursday morning edition of Cooper & Company Live. Here's Joseph, the Mustang Man, the Mustang Man.
Yes, sir. Good morning, guys. We are outside talking about a different kind of horsepower this morning. Let me introduce our guest right here. What's your name, sir?
Billy Ferguson.
Billy, good to have you.
Mike Hodges.
And Mike Hodges. Billy and Mike, what have you brought out for us here today?
Well, we've got a 48 model A John Deere here. And this is a Super MTA, a 54 Super MTA farm oil.
So 1954, I noticed that MTA, and that TA stands for torque amplifier. Is that kind of like a supercharger on a Mustang?
Well, no,
not really. Different kind of torque?
Yeah.
So is that pull-in torque?
Yeah, that's pull-in torque.
Gotcha. Good deal. So you guys have got these things shined up and ready because you've got the 22nd annual Piney Chapel American Farm Heritage Days coming up. Is that this weekend?
That's this weekend.
And is it Friday and Saturday?
Yes, so starting in the morning at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Now, what all can the people see when they come out? Is it just old farm tractors, or is there engines? Because I haven't been before.
Yeah, tractors and engines and a lot of vintage farm equipment.
Good deal. So
it is something to see. We just
hope
have pretty weather and for a lot of folks to come out.
I hope so too. I hope so too. So 1954. What year was the John Deere?
48.
48. I think that may have been the year my dad was born. He probably rode on one of those tractors. You know, you just can't beat the John Deere green. You know, a lot of people talk about that. Mike, so one of these tractors yours, or did you bring something too?
I brought the old hit and miss engines over here.
The old hit and miss engine. Jamie, let's get over here and look at this. Now, come on over here, Mike.
Can you crank it?
Yeah, can we crank it? Will it crank?
No problem.
Well, we can give it a shot. The New Way goes and goes right. That is, now what year is this?
This is 1907.
1907. Wow, I think that's older than Jamie. That is. So what do you use this for? Are you one of these guys that churn ice cream with one of these?
Well, I do have an ice cream freezer. I do use one to do that.
Well, why don't you bring us some?
I love it when you go to the old shows and the car shows and they've got one of these firing, and you go over there and get some boiled peanuts or some ice cream or whatever. But yeah, well, give it a shot if you want to try to fire it up this morning. Now, what year is this one?
This one is 1908.
1908.
See his truck?
International. I did see his truck. 1959 Chevy, I believe. 59. So is this an International Harvester? This engine?
It is. 1908, 2.5 horsepower.
2.5 horsepower.
International Harvester.
Listen at that. Wow. Jamie's going to have a mask on. International Harvester. Look at the of all those gears. Now, did you restore this, or you did?
I did, yes, sir.
Well, so this is kind of your specialty, is machinery.
This is my hobby. This is what I really enjoy doing, these old gasoline engines. They used these things on the farm back when they didn't have electricity. You put a belt on the pulley over there on Jamie's side there, and you run anything with it that you would use an electric motor to do now. Use an air compressor, pull an air compressor, cut off saw, washing machine. Ladies use them to wash their clothes.
Wow. You know, we saw some of these when I was in Michigan during the Henry Ford Museum, and they had some pulleys on some of those up there that were 4 feet wide.
Oh, yeah.
So this is amazing. Well, that and this is called a hit or miss engine.
They call a hit and miss engine. That's the way the governing system works, much like the butterfly does in your Mustang.
Yep.
Controls the speed. This one just has a governor.
Good deal. Well, we can't let you leave without talking about your truck. 1959 Chevy upside pickup truck. Now, what kind of motor you got in it?
It's got a 283 in it.
283. Let's walk up here and take a peek at it right quick. He's got a diamond plate bed in it. Beautiful. What's the color on this truck?
It's midnight blue.
Midnight. You can't beat that. Got a good-looking interior. Now, do you take this to some of the car shows when you're your tractor and engine stuff?
Oh, this is a daily driver.
A daily driver.
I use it for this what you see here now. Need to.
Good deal, good deal. Well, that is a beautiful truck. I'm glad you brought your engines out. Well, let's get back over here and talk about these tractors one more time. Somebody told me that they're also going to do a tractor ride. Is that correct?
Yeah, that'll be tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
And is that for kids and adults?
Yeah, yeah, anybody that wants to ride.
Good deal. Well, looks like Gloria is already riding. Where's the horn on this thing? Is there a horn?
They didn't have horns.
And we got another rider up here. What's your name? Cade's up here riding on the 48 John Deere and the 1954 International Harvester McCormick Farmall. Jamie, did you ever drive one of these tractors?
Plowed with a mule.
Plowed with a mule, okay. Good deal. Well, I believe you could do some plowing with that for sure, but I imagine you don't do any plowing. It wasn't that pretty, though.
Yeah, we actually have plowing days.
Okay.
And still plow with them.
Good deal. So the ride is at what time tomorrow?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. And the show starts what time Saturday morning?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. So if you want to get out to the 22nd annual Piney Chapel American Heritage Days and check out, how do we get there?
It's 20147 Elkton Road.
Elkton Road. I know where that's at.
2 miles north of Elm Street.
North of Elm Street. Well, these are some. So how many tractors will be there?
We have had up to 400.
Wow. So
I'm going to say probably between 200 and 400 tractors.
So it'll take you a couple hours at least to see them all.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Come plan to spend the day. I mean,
Good deal.
Good time.
You might just see me and Jamie up there. Who knows?
We're going to take these tractors out tomorrow and go on a 20-mile ride. They're going to go to Elkmont on these.
Down the road.
Yeah, they're going to go to Elkmont and then come down to Richard Martin Trail, the old rails to trails.
Good deal.
Historic thing. It's really nice.
Well, guys, thank y'all for bringing your tractors out and your hit-or-miss engines. And next time, bring your ice cream freezer, and we'll have some ice cream.
Why don't we take a break and you come back in and we'll do the cruise in for this week?
Sounds great. Hey, you guys hang on. We'll be back shortly.